Hi, I'm Dr. Kalika, and today again I want to talk about Karen. Karen stands for Computer Assisted Rehabilitation Environment. Karen is a multi-sensory system that consists of 180-degree virtual reality screen, movable platform, instrumented movable platform with 2 force plates inside, and motion capture. 10 infrared cameras that are on the strass, and when we put markers on the person, the camera registers the movement. So register the movement and display it in real time. That's what this system is unique, and there is a very sophisticated software that combines it all so we can see it real time. So today I want to talk about motion capture and show you how we use it, and we're going to talk about kinematics. So kinematics is a science of measuring and tracing joint angles in real time. So right now I have 2 markers. One is on my knee, one is on my ankle. So if you look on the screen, you can see that if I move my foot, the top marker, the top ball moves out, in and out, and the left stays, and the bottom stays. So how do we use it? We can perform motion analysis here in the person, or for example, if it's a patient who's a runner or has a difficulty walking, we do gait analysis. We have a 3D gait analysis. There's a very comprehensive report, and we can see what's wrong with the person, whether the pelvis drops, whether the knee goes valgus, whether the ankle pronates too much, whether the trunk leans, all those kinematic parameters we see. So once we see it there, if it's walking or if it's a sports or motion analysis here, we already immediately know what's going on. Then we can take this kinematics, insert this into an application. So the screen, the Karen system has multiple applications, and we can take one joint if we want to provide feedback and insert that into an application. We have a variety of applications, and the person could be walking up and down a hill, could be driving a boat, a variety of different scenes. And we can insert it there, and we could trace and give real-time feedback particularly to the knee, let's say in this case that I'm going to demonstrate. Why it's important, why we need this. Because the way our brain is made is that we move in accordance to our environment. So we use multiple sensory information coming from the eyes, from the ears, from your vestibular system, from your feet, from your neck proprioceptors, and that information, when it's processed, is what controls the movement and what we respond to and what is interactive between the movement and the environment. So neuroscience has had a fantastic development in the last 10 years, and we know that training a task that we usually do in physical therapy, which is like we tell the patient to do something and to focus on that movement. From neuroscience, we know that that doesn't really change much. Yet there are some results, but it takes forever and forever to rehabilitate this way. How is this better and how is this different? Because of the direct feedback and multiple different sensory components that we can create and give patient feedback, whether reactive or built into the scene, that enhances neuroplasticity. So neuroscience is very sure that if you work in an environment and you focus on the task that is where your attention is externally focused rather than internally focused on your body, which is typical physical therapy is, then the results are much faster because of enhanced neuroplasticity. So let me show you how this works. So also to say that neither patients nor therapists have perfect vision to see what patient is doing. Yes, we do visual gait analysis, we think we know what we're doing, but that's not totally true. Because when you experiment with this, you know that what you taught is not exactly the same. And then I'll show you how it does feedback. So if I'm on the platform, and I'm going to move in a way where I bend the knee and the hip, and I move the same way that people do when they walk in the loading phase, what we call suspension. And if I do this, you could see that that top ball is going out. So it's going varus, it's going that way. It should actually be going this way. I have a long-standing chronic injury on this ankle that bugs me for many years, and so I don't have enough dorsiflexion. Now what looks to me is that I'm going into the valgus, is actually not doing that when I'm walking. So if I can force it to go valgus, yeah, I can force it to go valgus, but if I just don't think about it, which is what people do when they move, it's actually going varus. Okay? So this is how we can do it. Like, for example, this gives direct feedback, but also what we can do is we can change someone biomechanics by putting wedges under his foot, so changing loading. So now if I lift my heel, I have more ankle dorsiflexion this way. Now you could see how, without trying, I'm going in, which is what I should. And if I put another wedge under my fifth toe, fifth metatarsal, I'm already valgus, which is this one, which is what I should be. And then if I bend, I know exactly what's going on. So let's say there's something going on in the environment, and this goes in there, inside that application, and the person will be focusing as he walking, or as he balancing, as he doing something, he will be focusing to either keep that knee in line, or to actually, if necessary, to go in like this, or to even go out. So this really gives us an opportunity to focus on movement, and we're not focusing on our body. We're focusing on what's happening there, and that actually creates a much better movement. Thank you very much, and see you in the future.